Hello everybody and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we, my friends, are going to be playing some more Netrunner. No, Balder, these are brand new jeans. My wife and I, we're going to go see the electronic artists' churches in concert tonight, so that's exciting. Now, see, this is not what we're doing. We're not doing the you constantly switch sides and then keep clawing my clothes. So, you can either get into the lap now or you can hang out on the floor. Your choice. So let's see if we can get an opponent. I did make some changes to the deck. I went up to 2 stim hacks. I got rid of the cold reads. I went back to Film Critic. I got a second security testing to speed up the deck. And I went with Blackstone and Data Sucker instead of Paperclip to get the influence for all of that. I'm really focusing instead on making a lock deck. Basically making a deck where I'm rushing to play the indexings. Where my goal is that this deck is a delivery system for the indexings that will allow me to win the game. Waiting for an opponent. Alder, nope. You gotta stay. This is where we're hanging out. This is pretty good. We'll keep this. Good luck, have fun. Alright, so let's diesel. I did get a sure gamble, which is what I wanted. So that's going to enable us to get down the SMC and the Netrunner before a scarcity or something comes out. Because that's really the only must-have resource that we need. Next turn we'll get Refractor down and we'll Dirty Laundry Archives and see if they'll commit a piece of ice to it. Hope everybody's having a good week thus far. If you didn't catch it, see, look, there's the scarcity. So let's draw once. Let's put this down. Let's play the iron price for the only other thing that we're gonna probably need to install. We are gonna need more money. Alright. Yeah, so we're off to a bit of a slow start here. But against MTI, you really do have to be careful, and you have to have money to be able to go fetch breakers. Because if they decide to get gutsy and toss a Chiashi on archives, that could be exceptionally problematic. I mean, that would also be ruinous for their economy, but you still have to be careful. the way MTI can steal wins off of people is when people are really reckless, right? So I think maybe this turn, we're gonna get a buck. Then we're gonna see if we can force an ice res on HQ. Sometimes you gotta take a handful of risks, right? They're deciding if they want to got ya me with whatever they're holding in their hands. They could put that Kagugo down there. That wouldn't be great. But they also don't, yeah, they don't want a Kagugo committed to a archives. That doesn't benefit them. So the good news is now we can afford basically anything, which is really nice. So let's draw once. Let's get in here. Let's check R&D, let's see what's there. So, we're not going to go through that Kagugo because we do not want to take net damage until we're indexing. Yeah, I worked really hard to try to find a motorcycle cyberpunk image where the female person, the character portrayed in it, wasn't in like some super ridiculous revealing outfit. So I dug around for a little bit because I like the idea of like the cyberpunk, like magnetic driven motorcycles, but I couldn't find for a long time one where the character portrayed in it wasn't like hyper-sexualized. So I was excited to find something where the character is more just like, you know, wearing pants and a sweater, like what you would want to keep like the wind off your skin. Call me crazy. Alright, so we're gonna get both of these resources down before the scarcity comes back. We did lose 2 clone chips there, which is pretty problematic. But not the end of the world. Okay, so we've got to put Blackstone down. In case something comes up, because if they do put a barrier down. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna draw a card off of this one because we're at 2 Netrunner bucks, which is pretty good. And we're gonna recover our hit points a little bit. We're already at 3 points, so we should be in pretty good shape here. We just need to get ready for the indexings. Now our opponent does have a lot of money, which could end up being very problematic for us if they can bait us into a big server run a couple of times. Let's get that clone ship down before anything weird happens to it. What do we think that upgrade is? Do we think it's a Hokusai grid? Or a... I guess it could be a Chrysium, right? Alright, so let's get Paragon down. Let's run Archives. Alright. There's the Cortex. So we'll go get Dagger, because we were going to need to go get it anyway. No, I would not like to add Cloak to the bottom of the stack. It could. There could be, like, Boko. There could be, a wild one of Christium in the deck, right? It's not super duper likely, but it's definitely possible, right? Let's get some HQ accesses to lose our shit. That was pretty rough. Alright, so let's remove that tag. You gotta dig. Let's hit HQ. This is the position I did not want to be in. I'm guessing that's another Kagugo. Alright, I'm gonna be that guy. What was in there? So it was another snare, which must have been what was overwritten in the, Do we think this is all 6, or 3-pointers in House of Knives, maybe? I think maybe it might be. Okay. Well, let's go into archives. Yeah, res it. Spend your money. God fucking damn it. Sure. I guess we just have no econ engine for the rest of the game. We gotta force some money to be spent. Data suckers, baby! I hope this is a House of Knives. Nice. They're also completely broke, so now's the time to index. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the Kagugo at the bottom. We're gonna put the Archer there. We're gonna put the House of Knives there. We're gonna put the Voter Intimidation there. And the Philotic Entanglement on top. So then we're gonna draw twice. And go back into R&D. And we could die to a neural here. We're probably just going to get run out on hit points on this. Which unfortunately is what often happens against this type of MTI deck. But I feel like we definitely played a strong game here. Because if they install it, we can just run, click 1. Attitude adjustment. We have 2 hit points left, so we can make 1 more R&D run. That's not great. We're in the danger zone. I think we should be able to squeeze it out, but we'll see. If that's a house of knives, because we can't take the risk that it's a snare, if that's a house of knives, then the game's over. We're gonna try to make it work. It's gonna be the other Kagugo. I don't know. I guess I've got to set up for the indexings more quickly. I think I waited too long to do the indexings there. This is so frustrating to me because I play this deck at lunch and when I play my evening games and it wins every single game. And then I roll it out on stream and I'm almost always against like a Kagugo deck, where I get drawn out on cards, and even though I'm clearly ahead, I just lose because I run out of cards. It's really frustrating. Hopefully we can find an SMC next turn. If not, things are gonna get spoopy. Oh, I can't even fucking trash it. Good game. Does Film Critic get around City Works Project? We gotta see what's going on. This is very frustrating. Yeah, I mean... Breach Dome to the bottom, Mass Commercialization to the bottom, then Mausolus, Hades Fragment, and the Cleaners. Let's draw once. Let's put that down just in case, and then go back in. Just in case they were being cheeky. If they're on punitive, we're dead. They're on punitive. Good game. Alright, that's just gonna about do it for today. Unfortunately, I don't have time for another game. But everybody, thank you for taking time out of your day to come hang out and watch me play Netrunner. It's always exciting to have everybody with me. I'm hoping that I can get some good games with this smoke deck on camera without having to like curate my games for specific opponents, which would be really, really unfortunate, but it's just really frustrating. Because obviously, you know, I'm facing good people who are playing well-tuned decks that they've made in their own right, but it's very frustrating because Smoke is always meant to be like a counter pick to what you're going to see at a tournament, and that's how you build her. So when I play like a random Builder of Nations, kind of like Punitive Glacier build, like I can't get meaningful data because I'm not playing any of the cards that fix that matchup. But anyway, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you this weekend for the next interview with NISEI board member. That one's going to be Saturday night this time instead of Sunday, so make sure you come check that out. And until I see all of you wonderful people again, always be running.